Time now for Baseball on the Show. We're live at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Today, a matchup of NL East rivals between the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Anibal Sanchez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing
Leading
jumped out at me: a sub
Miami,
1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. What do we need to know about this lineup, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
First pitch coming now from Sanchez. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Around first is Castro, heading for second now. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. As he moves into double digits now as we check out the team leaderboard. That is 10 for him here on the campaign. Standing in, Kim. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt here. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Row. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
The 2-2 pitch is looked at, and the count moves full.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Digging in now, Matt Kemp. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
That is it. The third baseman.
Here's Neil Walker, lifetime against Anibal Sanchez. He's totaled 4 hits in 20 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Right side, but it's well foul. Ready with the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Ball 3.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Robles waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Marlins strand a pair, and now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Jose Arena gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Here comes the first pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
And there's a base hit on the line.
First 2 batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first 2 ABs, this could be a laser shot.
In now is Anthony Rendon. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matt, you take a look at both these lineups. They got their work cut out for them. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. Both these guys can execute and have a chance to go deep in this game and turn it over to bullpen. Somebody is going to have to get that big 2-out knock with runners in scoring position.
From the stretch. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Zimmerman, or just simply Zim. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Juan Soto to the plate now. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 count. Here it is. Fouled away. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 fouled off.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kemp has a read on it. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
Settling in now, Brian Dozier, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
Urena, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. Only one in the inning for the Nationals. Second inning up. At the plate, number 63. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Number 63.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And this will be fouled away. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound?
in that count. Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power, but he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
And next to the plate will be J.T. Riddle. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's the second out. So stepping in, Jose Arena, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. On the ground for Dozier at second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Nationals 1 and the Marlins nothing. Victor Robles digging in now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Anderson is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 2-1 home. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off, and the count runs full. 1 out, nobody on. The next 3-2. A bouncer to the left side. Riddle gathers it in. On to first, and Suzuki's retired. 2 away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Anibal Sanchez.
Now batting, Anibal Sanchez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's popped up. Castro calls for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nationals gone in order. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Ready for another chance. Rosell Herrera. He went down looking to open up the ball game.
Rosell Herrera.
Back at it is Sanchez as he moves ahead of the leadoff man here. 0-1. This is pulled into right. Eaton is there, 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. Castro, playing here in his age 29 season. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. Bases are empty, one man out. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Kim reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
And he fouls this one off. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Matt Kemp. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch for a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
A ball and 2 strikes.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Here now the 2-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So it's no run.
We're back now as the Nationals ready to bat in the 3rd inning. And as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. And one significant aspect of their offense is the running game, where they currently rank among the league leaders in stolen bases and stolen base success rate. I brought this up with some of the players earlier, and one of the pitchers told me, 1, it's fun to watch, and 2, I'm glad I'm not responsible for defending against it. Our guys will pick you apart if you're not smart. It's an athletic bunch, and they use it effectively, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The 0-2 once more. Now a flare out to left center. Kemp coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double. Anderson
is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Digging in, Anthony Rendon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Gloved by Castro. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power-hitting first baseman Ryan Zimmerman. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
Count is 1-2 now. Eaton on third with 2 out. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Nationals leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Digging in to try it again, Neil Walker. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Walker.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, number 63.
Stepping up now, number 63 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that misses for ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. That finds the zone, a called strike. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Pitch popped up. Rendon is under it near the mound. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number
standing in, Brian Anderson. He drew a walk his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for a hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
First pitch coming now from Sanchez. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Robles waits on it. And the inning is over. Marlins leave one. It remains 1-0. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Up for the Nationals, the left fielder,
and he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Slides down the left side, but foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Fouled away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Well, this is just one of those grinder at bats right here. He worked the count even to 2-2, and he's made him throw a lot of pitches.
He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
Wow, this is an unbelievable at bat. I mean, talk about a battle. This is it. Love it.
Swung on by Soto, and he connects to deep right. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Well, he had success earlier in the day, driving in their only run. And that success continues when he takes his pitch to his liking and makes sure some lucky kid gets a souvenir. He's been huge for them in this one.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit out to its second. Scooped up on the backhand. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
Stepping in now, Victor Robles. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. High in the air out to center field. Pereira has it in his tracks. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
now batting, the pitcher.
Coming to the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Kim has got it, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So here now is the pitcher, Jose Arena. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Rosell Herrera. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. Two balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Popped up. Zimmerman shading to his right. 2 gone.
Up next for the Marlins, the second baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Ready now, Anibal Sanchez, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Stepping into the box, Adam Eaton. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. A ball and no strikes. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Mm. 3-2. Teheran Guerrero is forced onto the mound now following the injury. 3-2 pitch.
Teheran Guerrero.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The batter, number 1.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Wilmer.
Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. He might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
The third baseman, number 6.
Riding in once again, Anthony Rendon. No hits to this point. Start things with a splitter outside for ball 1. High and deep to straightaway right. Anderson going back at the track, and it's gone into the home bullpen.
This is a fastball away, and you can see him extend those arms, really going with the pitch to the opposite field. And when you hit them down the line like that, you don't have to hit some tape measure job. Barely over the fence is just fine.
Ryan Zimmerman stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 3 runs already home here. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals first baseman.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Two pitch is fouled away. Full count. 3-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Anderson is there. 2 down.
Up next for the Nationals.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Juan Soto. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. And he takes ball 1. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. A 1-1. Anderson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Nationals strike for 3, all coming via this 3-run home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's the Nationals 5 and the Marlins nothing. Striding into the box, Kim. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And this is taken for the out.
Left fielder.
Now at the plate, Matt Kemp. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
And a cut fastball comes in a bit tight. It's ball 4.
Up next for the Marlins, the third baseman.
Up next from Miami, Neil Walker. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. And I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
The 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And Walker will reach. It's a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs. But they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I've played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Number 63 is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Kemp at second. Walker is over at first with 1 away. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Looked like a breaking ball that time, but it never came back down.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Throw over to third here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Second and third here, 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to right field after it is eaten. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game. So striding in, Brian Anderson. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. Hit on the ground to third. Rendon has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Marlins forced to settle for one. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number. Here's Brian Dozier now. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
The second baseman
sent on the ground out to second. Castro's able to get there. Throw on to first in time. One away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Victor Robles. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Pereira has a beat on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher Kurt Suzuki.
And now for Washington, Kurt Suzuki. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Liner towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nationals down on a mere 4 pitches. They're up 5-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Matt Grace is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 33, Matt Grace.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Batting 9.
And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Michael A. Taylor.
Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Hit out towards second. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. For that one right up the middle.
Garrett Cooper will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. A shot down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. He comes into this one at 248. 4 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Comes set with the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Cooper tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Hit hard on the ground to first. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, they've been struggling at the dish all game long, so stringing 2 hits back-to-back, one of them for extras, is a sign that they've got some life in them. We'll see if they can cash in here.
Stepping in, Rosell Herrera. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
That evens it up 1-1. Riddle at third. Cooper stands at second. No outs. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Starlin Castro, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. 3-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Hit back toward the mound. Defoe scoops it up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Justin Miller comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 60.
Starlin Castro will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with the runner at third and only 1 gone. On the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Kim, he lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In the air now out to left field. Soto on the move. He's there to make the play, and so a new pitcher set to come on now, and we'll get an appearance from the hard-throwing right-hander Santiago Casilla. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll ensure that this ball stays foul, and a smart play, as that would have been a base hit if it had come back. 1-1 the count now. The 1-1. Lifted in the air out to right. Anderson moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 2.
Digging in, Adam Eaton. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. This one's flared out toward left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by him.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Strike 2. A pause and the 0-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. They'll try it again. Another 0-2 coming. Popped him up. Kim is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
the third baseman.
Anthony Rendon will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. From the belt, the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kemp has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One left for Washington. Wander Suero will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. So here's Matt Kemp now. Over 2 with a walk for him so far. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a called strike about thigh high, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. This is line to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Kemp leads off second with nobody out. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Now batting, number 63.
Grinding in, number 63. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 15.
Digging in once again, Brian Anderson. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Default is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Zimmerman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
He's set, and the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Kemp on the run. He's there and records the first down. Now in the box, Juan Soto comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
Up next for Washington.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th. And that'll bring up the power-hitting second baseman Brian Dozier. And that misses ball 1. Luke over toward first. And the off Challenge throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're still out. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Sean Doolittle comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Sean Doolittle. Now playing
Doolittle pauses. Here's the first pitch.
Number 7.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. And that misses 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Tough break there as the leadoff man's retired to start the 9th. Jose Osuna will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
36, Jose Osuna.
Lays off 1-0.
1-1, no strike.
Here comes the 1-0. And that's waved at and missed. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard to short. Default right there. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
Now batting. The center field.
Ready for another shot now. Rosell Herrera. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. Way outside. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
Miami down to their last strike. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Nationals are back in the win column again as they take game 3 of the series, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
5-2 the final today. The Washington Nationals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Anibal Sanchez earns win number 7 on the season. Sean Doolittle records the save, his 17th on the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Bass.